People are looking for things that are transformative, not just necessarily disruptive. I get my design inspiration from absolutely everywhere and anywhere. I kind of like to use a metaphor for the difference between a quick logo and full brand design. And that would be, a logo is kind of like polishing the bonnet of the car. You just need something, you need it quick, and you want to get it out there. Whereas branding is kind of under the bonnet, so that the car not only looks good, everything is working that you can't necessarily see. It goes deeper so that the outcome is then spread across every single touch point that they use for their business. It tells a story of who you are and what you're about. So branding is a whole entire story about your business that is relevant to you, what you want to say to it. It's about using visuals as a signpost for what your business stands for, so that your potential users and customers can find you. Brand guidelines are important because you will be passing, maybe further down the line, your branding elements onto other suppliers. So you might employ someone to do your social media marketing, or you may need someone to work on packaging further down the line. So you need those brand guidelines to ensure that everything is consistent across your branding, so the colours, the fonts, and the tone of voice that you want to convey doesn't get lost. Because design can be misinterpreted or subjective to different people. So it's like an anchor for your business. Before a client approaches me about branding, I would say to them to consider why they need a full brand, what their long-term goals are, to think about what their competitors are doing, to take a look at that, to think about keywords that they want their brand to convey, and to maybe delve deep into where their brand's going to be used. The more information we have about their business or their vision, the better. One of the first things I ask clients who want to work with me building their brand is, I ask them, have they ever worked with a brand designer before? If the answer's no, I tell them the whole creative process of how I work, and I also send every client a discovery questionnaire, which I would then build into a deck based on their questions. When I've got all the information I need from the client, one of the first things is a visual mood board based on all their feedback, which I then send to them to get signed off, so that I know that's the kind of style they want, that's the kind of vibe they're trying to create. And then from that, I start to do sketches for the logo. I usually send them over in black and white because colour's very subjective. And then when they've chosen one, I build a colour palette based on the mood board, based on the keywords that they've told me that they want to convey about their business. And then I will put those logo designs into mock-ups so they can actually visualise those ideas in certain formats, so be it on a business card or an advertising board, something like that. Wherever they're going to use it, I do a mock-up for. I approach the use of colour based on the type of brand that the client wants to convey. So if they want to convey, say, a very corporate, trustworthy brand, then obviously I'm going to use blues and darker colours, or colours that instill trust in people. If they want a more playful brand, say if it's aimed at children, then obviously the colours are going to be bright and poppy and vibrant and playful. So I just pull the colours based on the information I've received from the client as to what they want. For design inspiration online, there's a few sites I use. One of them is called Abdizido, which I've been using for years, which is great because it pulls in design from all over the world. I go to Behance, and I also keep an eye on the mainstream sites that people use for stock imagery, because it kind of gives you a marker what people are downloading, and when you're a designer you want to kind of go down a different route, it acts as a good marker for your own design, and obviously it's a good place to see what trends are coming up as well. Top tips for creating a unique and effective brand are: think about exactly what you want to convey first, check out what your competitors are doing and aim to do something different from that that's going to make you stand out, and really think about who your target market is and what they would connect with. People want realness over just something that looks cool. The biggest trends are definitely movement. If you're not doing anything for your business that involves video or animation, it's just kind of going to feel like it's going to be left behind. My name's Jodie and I'm a freelance branding specialist on PeoplePerHour.